Welcome back from the World Cup. It has ended. Lionel Messi has really gone ahead to clinch that one that has been missing into his cupboard. It's the only trophy that Lionel Messi had not yet won in the World Cup. And it looked like he was going to win, in the world, because it looked like it was coming in through. Reason being, he won the Copa Libertadores, is it? The Copa America with Argentina last year. So it showed you that those were the only two trophies that he was missing in his cupboard. And last year, he won the Copa America. This time around, he has gone ahead to win the World Cup with Argentina. And obviously, that is something that very many people that really love the game of football would have wished Messi to go and win it, because he has reached here close to 3 times. 2 times on the final, he lost one, he has won one, and he was beaten in the semi-finals of 2018 in Russia by France. That game ended 4-3, and obviously he never really clinched it. But it's good to see him clinch the World Cup. Congratulations to Argentina. Hard luck to France players, but all is the same because they won it last time, and it's hard for them to go on and really win it because it was Germany and it's Germany and Italy that have ever won the World Cup consecutively. So they wanted to go on and do that, but it wasn't possible because the former Arsenal goalkeeper Emi Martinez really stopped them from winning it. But welcome to Rokani Media Football. We are talking about Arsenal chances increase of really signing Mykhailo Mudryk. That story has been brought to you by Peter O'Rourke. Then after that, Ian Wright, an Arsenal legend, coming out and really hailing the former ex-Arsenal player, that is Emi Martinez, who has gone ahead to save penalties. Remember, even in the game of Croatia, he was the man responsible to see that Argentina won that game of football. Then we're going to talk about a little bit of William Saliba losing the World Cup final, his return, and what we expect from him at Arsenal as they prepare to go on and play against West Ham on I think it's going to be on Tuesday. That is Tuesday next week. So thank you very much for watching in through. Remember to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here onto this channel. Now, let's get into the first episode of this podcast. We are being told by Peter O'Rourke on Mudryk that it's a huge advantage if you've got a player who is openly looking to move to the club. It really increases your chances of striking a deal and securing his signature. Mudryk has been long-term target for Arsenal for a while. So he's telling us that the chances of Mudryk to go on and strike a move to Arsenal are really increasing because the player himself wants to go on and join Arsenal, and even Arsenal is willing to go on and sign this player. Mudryk is one of those players that has been a target for Arsenal. I don't believe he's a long term because they scouted him in the summer. That's when I got to know about him. Maybe Arsenal were scouting him for like 1 year back, but I never knew about that because we would have been told. But I started to know about the mystery signing of Arsenal when Fabrizio Romano came out and said that there is a mystery winger that Arsenal is really wanting to sign. And after like 1 week, a story came out in the summer that Mudryk is that guy that Arsenal is looking for. And obviously David often came and confirmed to us that it's Pedro Neto that Arsenal are really willing to sign for, but they are not willing even to take £50 million. That is Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they would be asking for more amount of money, and that really confirmed to us that no way Arsenal would go in and pay £50 million. As they are really continuing to go on and scout Mykhailo Mudryk and see whether to make a bid that was required for him to leave Shakhtar Donetsk to join Arsenal. Guess what happened? Arsenal got 2 injuries in the same position. Thomas Partey got injured. Obviously, Mohamed Elneny too got injured. Remember, they all play in the central defensive midfield area of Arsenal. That forced Arsenal to alter their transfer plan to the search of a central defensive midfielder. They tried to go on and sign Danilo, things failed. They tried to go on and sign Tielemans, things failed, and their last option was Douglas Costa, and obviously Douglas Luiz, and when he came in through, the player wanted to come. He was pushing to go on and join Arsenal. Aston Villa said, "You are going nowhere." Then what happened? Arsenal went in for Danilo, things failed, and they never signed in a player on the deadline day of the transfer window. Remember, Arsenal had really gotten us used of signing players on the deadline day. Remember, Thomas Partey came on the deadline day, Tomiyasu came on the deadline day, and very many others. But this time round, they failed to clinch a transfer on the deadline day, meaning that what put the deal of Mykhailo Mudryk away. Now, what has accelerated that deal to go on and really be propelled by Arsenal to happen even before the start of the January transfer window? It's because of the injury of Gabriel Jesus, to an extent that the manager believes that this is the right guy to come in and bring in at Arsenal, but the guy is also wanting to go on at Arsenal, revealing 3 times that he wants to come on and join Arsenal. That's why Peter O'Rourke is telling you that it's very, very, very increasingly for Mudryk to join Arsenal, because the player in the names of Mykhailo Mudryk has come out openly and said he wants to join Arsenal, and Arsenal have been looking for this player, and Mikel Arteta is really wanting him. Then Peter O'Rourke has continued to let us know that obviously the main issue for Arsenal is reportedly his price tag, with Shakhtar Donetsk trying to price him out of the move, and there is a lot of real interest from other clubs as well. I believe Arsenal is going to come in through and really get it done. This is one of the deals that I believe Arsenal is going to get done. Reason, they know that if at all they don't sign him now, other teams are going to go on and sign him. They won't get a chance like they got on Tielemans, because for Tielemans, Liverpool went in the last hour. They wanted to pay the money that Tielemans that Leicester wanted, but Tielemans said no. He rejected. He said, I'm not going to Liverpool. And he said he's waiting for his time to go on and really find himself into a better situation of going to Arsenal. So I don't believe Mudryk will go on and really wait for Arsenal, because he's anxiously wanting to go on and leave Ukraine League to come and join the Premier League, because very many Premier League teams are really interested in this player. That's why the CEO of Shakhtar Donetsk, when he came into London, he met Arsenal owners and he made discussions with 4 other clubs in the Premier League that really wanted the signature of Mykhailo Mudryk. So Arsenal know that if they don't get this player, he's going to sign for another club. And what's funny is he can sign for a club like Leeds or Southampton or Everton, and they can pay close to 40 million euros, and they'll put out a resale clause that if at all you are selling this player from your club to another club, you'll get us like 30% of the amount of money you are selling him. Then they'll top up that amount of money. That's what funny. That's what happened to Skamaka. PSG wanted him and they called for like 60 million euros, and that deal failed. But when West Ham came in through, the deal was done at 30 million euros. A resale clause was put in the contract of 30%. When West Ham is reselling Skamaka, obviously, the club where he was playing for, is it Sassuolo, will earn 30% of the amount of money Skamaka is going to be costing. So that's what it was all about. And I believe that Arsenal are really going to go on and get this player, as Peter O'Rourke is telling us. People who don't know Peter O'Rourke, he's really a 30-year journalist. He's so much credible when it comes to stories, all transfers concerning the championship players, because he has been on point. And every time I feel like I want to go on and really do the needful and know what championship transfers are all about, I go on and really search on his Twitter account, because he is really a man who has a very good detail to intel of who and which player is supposed to be coming in through to help a team to help a team that you want to know about. That is Peter O'Rourke. So they are trying to price him out of the move, but I believe Arsenal have to go on and sign him, because they know he is going to be the next big thing. And the plan of Arsenal is always to go for a plan A, unless otherwise things fail, but they have always gone ahead to go for a plan A. That is a man who goes by the names of Mudryk. Now, for Mudryk, I believe most stories are going to come in through, I believe, with effect from tomorrow. As the World Cup is done, agents are really going to be up there looking for deals of their players or clients. So we expect more stories to come in through as far as Mudryk is concerned, and I know Arsenal are going to accelerate this move to see to it that it happens as soon as possible, after the CEO of Shakhtar came in through and really paid them a visit and they discussed on terms of Mykhailo Mudryk. Now, Ian Wright, an Arsenal legend, you know him very well. He has really come out and told us about Emi Martinez, the former Arsenal goalkeeper, and this is what he had to tell us about him after winning the World Cup for Argentina. He has told us that, I remember him being at Arsenal, it was when Leno got injured. It was funny. He took his opportunity. Then he was saying, I want to be Argentina's #1 goalkeeper. This is the reason why he wanted to do that. I like the self-belief in this guy. Very many Arsenal fans felt pissed when Martinez was sold to Aston Villa. The manager obviously came in through and got to know that maybe I need to get in my own goalkeeper, because if at all the second goalkeeper has come out and really shown that he's better than the first choice, that is Leno, then I don't have a goalkeeper. That's when he went in for Ramsdale. So Emi Martinez did his part, played well at Arsenal, came in through when Leno got an injury. He played very well, and then he got himself a move to go to Aston Villa. And by the time he was really important to a side known as Arsenal, he even went ahead to get the number 1 position of the Argentina national team. Remember, Sergio Romero, former at Manchester United, was the goalkeeper who was in between the goalposts of Argentina very many times. Even in the World Cup of 2018, he was the main man. Then Emi Martinez came in through from the second league, and then he was signed by Arsenal as the assistant goalkeeper and obviously took his chance. That is what Ian Wright is talking about. Now, Ian Wright continued and said, Martinez has gone to Villa and done brilliantly. He has made himself Argentina's number 1, and he was in the perfect position doing what he does best, and that's saving penalties. Obviously, if there is one thing you want to go on and really hail about this goalkeeper and extend your gratitude to him, saving Argentina twice in this World Cup. Not only in the penalties against Croatia and against France, but even in the dying minutes of the extra time that was added, you saw that save that he really made. I saw him even post it on Instagram. Let me show you. Let me try to get it here. Let me try to get it here and show you that post of Emi Martinez, because he went ahead to post it even on his Twitter account, and I said we need to go on and show you what Emi Martinez has gone ahead and posted. I don't know why I missed out on it in my build up as I planned for this show, because he really came in and did a very fantastic and huge save. Let me show you this. I'm trying to get it onto your screen. Emi Martinez. This save that I'm about to show you kept them in the game as much as people couldn't even think about. This save was out of this world. If you know what it means in the dying minutes to go on and really pull out a save, it was a keeper to beat. He was left. I think this is Thomas Thuram. I think Marcus Thuram. He's also a player that Arsenal is interested in. He pulled out this save. This was really great. Look at Marcus Thuram, and Martinez blocked that shot using his foot, and it never really went to the back of the net. He saved Argentina again. So this guy made his stand at Arsenal. Obviously, he was in the spotlight and did what he was supposed to do, saving penalties, coming in and really saving many goals from passing the goal line of Arsenal. Obviously, he went to Aston Villa, played very well. And again, he's the reason as to why they won the Copa America. The way he really saved penalties at the semi-finals, it was really immense. He saved 3 penalties to an extent that even Messi, who would have wanted to take the last penalty, didn't need to go on and take it, because Emi Martinez won them the game. And Messi was so much strong, and he believed in this player. He congratulates him after a game that they've been finishing at the World Cup, because he knows he is really the ideal man that is really doing them the best at the country of Argentina. But congratulations, Emi Martinez, former of Arsenal. But let's go to another Arsenal man that has really failed to win the World Cup. He played only like 40 minutes against Tunisia. That is William Saliba, one of the best defenders I've seen at the age of 21. Though there is a lot of competition at the French national team to go on and really beat. He needs to beat past Kimpembe. There is Konate. There is Upamecano and Jules Koundé too. So I believe he has a lot to do. But I don't count Varane, because Varane is really aging. You never know. He might be around 32, 33 years by the time he plays, by the time the World Cup of 2026 really happens. So let's wait and see whether Saliba will go on and get a chance. But I believe for Saliba, however much it's painful for him, for Arsenal it's a positive. He's coming in through not injured. He's still fresh. He hasn't played very many games. Obviously, that sees him join the Arsenal training camp immediately. Reason being, he has not been playing games for France like what Ben White did. Ben White returned. No sooner had England got out of the World Cup, then he really joined his fellow team in Dubai to go on and really train with them. So he's returning fully fit. Bad news that he has not won, but I believe he has tested the atmosphere and tested the waters of what it means to be at the World Cup. And obviously, the confidence and strength is really improving. Let's wait and see how Saliba is going to play in for a team called Arsenal when he returns. So what are your reactions to Mudryk to Arsenal chances increase? Obviously, tell me what you think about Emi Martinez, former Arsenal goalkeeper, being held by a former Arsenal legend known as Ian Wright. And Saliba returning. What do you have for Saliba? Because he has not really won the World Cup. It has gone to Argentina. Obviously, France really did all what they had to do, but those first 2 goals they really conceded costed them a lot, and they tried to come back in the game late because they started to come back in the game, I think around the 67th minute. That's when they went ahead to score the first goal. So that shows that they came in late and the show really ended that way. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Through Rokani David is my name. Lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the red button that has the word, it's the black button now, that has the word subscribe, and then hit the notification bell that whenever you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. I sign out for now. Let me see whether I will come back 2 hours later from now to bring another story, provided it will be there. I'm out.